Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It is in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any of our platforms. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing details. The original Tudor Ranger name dates back to 1929, the first registration coming only 3 years after Hans Wilsdorf registered the Tudor name itself. Fast forward to the 1960s, and we get the Ranger in the form we know it today, sort of a Tudor version of the Rolex Oyster Perpetual or Explorer series. Now, in 2014, the modern Ranger launched, and what you're looking at here is the latest revision and update, the 2022 model series. So this is 2022 to present Tudor Ranger, and 39 millimeters in diameter in stainless steel. It's 12.2 millimeters thick. From lug tip to lug tip, the watch measures a delightfully compact 47.5 millimeters with a standard and versatile 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll pop open the clasp. We'll throw the watch on my wrist. My wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference, and it's a good fit, especially because the end links of the bracelet are pivoted rather than solid. You get a great fit across the wrist. From over the top, you can see the lugs are not over the edge, and this generally exaggerates the width of the watch. The best angle is always down the barrel, where you can see that the lugs are nowhere near the edge of my wrist. I believe you could wear this watch on a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference, maybe even 13.5 if your wrist is more flat than round. And yes, it is quite thin with a sloped flank. It will slide underneath the dress cuff. The bracelet is of high quality. It's a 3-link, almost Rolex Oyster style. You can see satin outer faces, satinated on the top, a conforming end link to better mate it to the case. There's a little bit of a taper down from the end link towards the clasp. Removable links here, as you can see, fixed with screws. Always the way I like to see removable links fixed because it makes for easy sizing. What's new in this series is the T-fit system, where you have incremental sizing options. There's a lock and a rack, and the two things together give you 8 millimeters of total adjustable length, so you can fine-tune the fit or even pull it out all the way to wear over a thick winter coat or sweater if you are using it in harsh climates. The single-fold clasp is quite thick-gauge steel and inspires confidence. You can see here the use of ceramic spring-loaded pin snaps, interior and exterior to the clasp body, so that over time these metal elements will not be able to wear down the ceramic, and that is to maintain the sharp and crisp feel over time. We have a little kerf underneath the clamshell so you can more easily dig your nail in to pop the clamshell lock open. It works just like that. Rolling around to the case, you can see a little nod to the era when Rolex and Tudor shared cases, and they shared hand-beveled cases. Now, these bevels were achieved by automated process, but they're a lovely nostalgic touch. The lugs are handsomely tapered and quite narrow when viewed end-on. There's a sheer case flank with integrated lug profiles. We have the mid-1968 and prior Tudor Rose logo, and then on the dial, the mid-1968 and later Tudor Shield logo. It is a screw-down crown. The watch is 100 meters water resistant. We have a bubble-like sapphire that's designed to evoke a 1960s plexiglass crystal. We have quarter Arabic numerals showing that Rolex Explorer family resemblance. You can see all 3 hands looms, so you know in the dark whether your watch is actually ticking, which I love. And you've got a handsome broad arrow hour hand. The dial is matte black to resist glare. You can see the hands themselves are polished. In terms of setting the watch, the only real setting mode is this hacking function that allows you to stop the hand and set the watch precisely against a reference time. Mechanically, it's very similar to the Black Bay 58. It has a MT5402 movement and automatic 70-hour power reserve, features stop seconds. For shock resistance, a free-sprung balance and a full balance bridge, an anti-magnetic silicon escapement, and it beats at 4 Hertz, is adjusted in 5 positions, and has a COSC chronometer certification. So this is a movement that has tech specs that are quite comparable to those of Rolex, from the anti-magnetic qualities to the shock resistance, chronometer certification, 70 hours of power reserve, automatic winding, and it is a more compact movement. The Black Bay 58 caliber designed to fit thinner and smaller cases, which is how it manages to be contained in this 39 millimeter vessel. And this watch, new for 2022, came out on the 70th anniversary of the British North Greenland exhibition. So in a lot of ways, it is also a anniversary watch, the North Greenland Expedition by British explorers, and this Tudor Ranger, an anniversary tribute to that. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.